XLM and XRP pumped on some juicy crypto news. We're going to talk about the news and price action at the end, along with MicroStrategy's effect on the market. It's expanding to even more companies. We also have rate cuts.
Due to the graphic nature of this program, listener discretion is advised.
Isn't it great to see a lot of deep green up on the screen? And oh, I went shopping. Check it out, everyone. PCU. But before we get into the crypto news, yes, you, the viewer, matter most. That's why your comments come first. Straight Shogun says, I didn't even get a notification for this one either. WTF. Yeah, I've gotten a few messages from some of y'all saying, hey, I'm not getting notified on your videos, so make sure you have the notification bell clicked because YouTube does a little funky stuff every once in a while. Majid Akbarzadeh, I hope I pronounced that right, dropping some support on the channel and saying, Klaus, you're the best. No, Majid, you're the best, sir, and thank you for the support. Oh, Jim Salling saying thank you. Well, you're welcome, and thank you for the support, Jim Salling. Bitcoin sitting at what? 100,354. ETH is 3782. XP is deep in the green at 240, up 21%. XLM up 15%. When you look at the last 24 hours, boy, do they both look similar. The volume is juicy. ADA, SWE, Aptos, SHIB, all looking healthy as well. Inflation came in hot, but guess what? The market digested it. Yes, this is fucking awesome. Inflation came hot and the market was like, look, we get it. We're going to have some bumps in the road with inflation. Things might kind of heat up a little bit, but we're fine with it. Now, we keep getting more and more of these reports coming in higher and higher and higher, and Homegirl is not going to be happy with it. But right now, what they're saying is the future is outweighing the strength of macros. Speaking of future, MicroStrategy has spurred a whole bunch of copycats, 10 of them. Yeah, so think about that. And last week, I reported the first ever XRP type of MicroStrategy where they were like, yo, we're going to add XRP to our books. How soon until I can report that there's 10 of them to do that? You got Marathon Digital, a bunch of miners out there, Core Scientific, TerraWolf, BitDeer. You got Metaplanet, Semler Scientific, Coinbase, Boya, Tesla, and oh yes, MicroStrategy. So see, the crypto boom, the crypto expansion is still just starting. This is only 10 companies with BTC on their books. You know, sure as a year from now when we're hanging out together, we're going to be talking about 100 companies into BTC, 10, maybe 20 companies into XRP. Rate cuts are here. Oh, yes. The Bank of Canada Governor Mecklem speaks on the outlook after cutting policy rate with another jumbo cut of 50 basis points. Go Canada. You are inspiring the United States and putting a hell of a lot of pressure on Jerome Powell and the Fed, which, by the way, in a week, all right, that's when they're going to be live with the rate decision. Going to be good news for crypto. If we get a 50, mega green up on the screen. If we get a quarter, we're going to be doing the same thing. If he pauses, homegirl's going to go red. Or maybe not, because the market didn't give a shit about this flare up in CPI, so maybe the market's going to say, you to Jerome as well. But listen to this. This is what their Fed governor said, or their version of the Fed cover, the Bank of Canada. Good quotes here. This kind of tells you where we're at in the economy. Monetary policy no longer clearly needs to be in restrictive territory. Previous rate cuts will be working their way through the economy, meaning there have been cuts already. We've seen in the United States well, but it takes a few months to get to us. Economy remains in excess supply and growth outlook appears softer than we predicted in October. That's not good. We'll be looking at core inflation measures to help us assess the trend in CPI inflation. We've talked about that and covered it. You want to check it out? Well, it's all linked down below. Oh yeah, and it's not just for the United States. You can put your country in too. Wherever you live, they've got this for you. What else did they say? We expect sales tax holiday to temporarily lower inflation around 1.5 in January, but that will unwind when the break ends, saying, yeah, we're going to get some temporary relief and then we're going to be good. The possibility of new U.S. tariffs, though, is a major uncertainty. Policy focus is now to keep inflation close to target. So, Bank of Canada, very, very optimistic, cutting their rates by 50 basis points to 3.25%. XRP soars over 20% as Garlinghouse confirms approval for RLUSD. What's interesting is XLM, yeah, look, made the move at the same time. They both benefited from that action. Okay, so if you're an XLM holder, you're sitting here going, yeah, but why is XLM going up on RLUSD launch news? Who the hell cares? As long as you're going up, as long as you're crossing the finish lines with W's underneath your belt, golf clap yourself. Don't ask why sometimes, just try but try, my guy. You remember that commercial? That was back in what, the early 90s? Wow, Klaus, way to date yourself. But XRP soars on RLUSD approval. That undid a whole bunch of pain that was dealt over the weekend that went into the beginning of the week with the Biden administration being told, hey, dump all the BTC and burn Trump. But the news with RLUSD was enough to undo that. The news for RLUSD was also big enough to undo a whole bunch of pain felt by XLM fans. XLM fans, before the announcement of RLUSD, you were fighting at 38 cents, 37.5, 37.8. You were sitting there at 38, fighting. And then the announcement came, boom goes the dynamite. You went up, you touched 44 a couple times. You're now hanging out really close to 43. That's a freaking win. Volume, another win. 1.34 billion with XLM. And remember, they're normally around 40 to 50 million in volume. Yeah, so they're still at 1.3 billion. So we're sitting here when we zoom out going, whoa. You're telling me for almost a month we've had this explosive volume? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. This move is way different than previous moves because this one has a whole hell of a lot of volume staying power. Have we been tested a couple times? Well, yes, we have. Have we breached some numbers that we would not like to have breached, like going through 40 cents? Yeah, of course. Would we like to be back at that 60 cent mark like we saw on the 23rd and 24th of November? Of course. But right now, we're totally cool with 42 cents because like a month ago, we were sub 10. Now, in terms of XRP got the move and has been making even more on the move. Obviously, since it directly affects them. XRP, another one, right? We got to that test, sub $2. That was not fun. That was not fun at all. We did not like that. But now look what happened. We popped back up to 240. We're all happy with XRP at 240. Knowing we're going to have what? More rate cuts coming. Bank of Canada putting pressure on the United States. Oh yeah, if you want to watch the whole Bank of Canada thing, that's also linked down below. See, I don't just bring you news from the United States, across the pond, South Africa, Australia. I bring you the news wherever crypto hits. So XRP looking good. 1 month chart for XRP still looking strong. Now look what happens at the 1 month for XLM. Strong, but looks different than XRP. Not in a good or in a bad way, but different as in, look, the movement for XLM was a lot earlier. The 22nd and 23rd is when XLM made a big move. But for XRP, it was on the 1st. One of the keys we've noticed in this last month is that things have been popping at different times and at different intensities. In fact, look at SWE now. $4.23, ADA $1.07. They both have moved at totally different time frames. What about ETH? Super laggard in this move, right? ETH had trouble touching 4,000, did touch 4,000, and guess what? Couldn't hold it. ETH has been a laggard. So is there some juice left to squeeze with ETH? Let me know down below. But either way, XRP, XLM, the rest of the market is now going, all right, Biden, Democrats, anti-crypto haters, we could take your action and we can rally on that action. And we're going to have even more action to rally on as the weeks and months approach. Why? Because that's when this juice will actually start taking effect. Oh, PCU. What a great movie. Let me know down below if you've seen this gem. Oh, I have plenty of times. Wanted to buy a copy of it because my wife has not seen it. And holy crap, this was one of the more expensive used DVDs that I've ever bought. Holy crap. But I'm not worried about that. Because the green on the screen is going to pay for that DVD. Well, I mean, obviously, and then some. It's going to pay for quite a few DVDs. And that's the good thing. Just 48 hours ago, my email box, my comment section down below, which I love, by the way, reading and sharing at the beginning of videos, was filled with tons of, oh, bro, this is bad. Oh, my gosh, what are we going to do? Even me, like, it hits me, too, because I hate starting my mornings with red up on the screen. I don't like the idea of going, shit, what I got to do now is tell everyone that today sucks and there's poop news and the people in charge are still in charge for the next 6 weeks and, oh, it sucks and they're just going to try to just... Yeah. But now we're seeing that the market is digesting macros, digesting the fact that there's a little bit of Middle East flare-up, which we didn't react to, which was really good. The market is moving forward, and moving forward in a good way for us, and that's why I think this move is different. See, that move in 2021 and 2022 didn't have a change of administration about to happen. Even in the move of 2021 and 22, guess what? Genzer and the SEC were still in charge, wrecking crypto every chance they got. Also, the bad actors were there wrecking crypto. Your CZs, your Masinskis, your Duoquans, Sam Bankman-Fried, Kyle Davies, Suzu. I need more fingers on my fucking hand, don't I? Yeah, I do. Now those players are gone. The volume move here is freaking healthy and impressive. Now, granted, like I said, exchanges are making the money. I'm just being totally open with you. Exchanges make money whether you go up or whether you go down, okay? So, you got all these players out here making money. You got volume good. You got changes. This is a different play, everyone. So yeah, we're going to go through some painful times. Yes, there's going to be some times where when you wake up and you check your first video from me and I'm not going to be bringing you good news. But this is not one of them. This is really good news. This is staying power for crypto. This is, hey, you took your best shot. We rebounded from there. Train is, I'm not going to say it, but I am going to say choo-choo, bitches.